Next session, which links importantly with the themes that we've been talking about, and particularly with this theme of integration. You have potentially a powerhouse of a region here in terms of a population, in terms of entrepreneurialism, in terms of size and strategic position, but there's a great deal of disconnection in the region between the countries physically and politically too. So the next session we're going to be looking at advancing sustainability, but we're going to be looking specifically at the areas of infrastructure, energy and financing. So a fascinating topic area, and we're going to be joined by the perfect group of people to help us work our way through these themes. So let me invite up to the stage our next panel. And first of all, we have Adam Schluessler, who is the head of the office of Romeo Franz, who's a member of the European Parliament and chair of the delegation for relations with Bosnia and Herzegovina and Kosovo at the European Parliament. You're very welcome. Please join me. Libon Aliu, who is the Minister of Environment, Spatial Planning and Infrastructure here in Kosovo. Minister, you're welcome too. Artan Rizvanoli, who is the Minister of Economy for Kosovo. I know you will forgive me for mangling the names. This is the best I can do. And Massimiliano Paolucci, who is the Country Manager for Kosovo and North Macedonia at the World Bank. And Sergei Maslijenko, who is the Regional Head of Kosovo at the EBRD. And Branko Ševrić, who is the Loan Officer and Portfolio Manager for Western Balkans and Turkey at the EIB. And finally, Stella Hagen, who is the Project Director for Trains and Trams at the YES EU Group. Welcome. We have a very large panel, a lot of people, but a fabulous, diverse selection of expertise, so I'm very much looking forward to it. To set the stage for us, I'm going to hand straight across to Adam Schluessler, who can tell us about the European Parliament's view on all of this. Adam, please, your introductory words. Thank you.
Yes. So maybe some of my words that I will have will sound a little bit harsh, so that's why I want to say at the beginning where a great majority of people in the European Parliament are standing. And this is also what was already mentioned. The path from Kosovo to the European Union is a path that we as a parliament also want. And this is something that I wanted to make clear. Now, regarding energy, transitioning is difficult for every country. The situation is following. So, in a significant move, the Kosovo Parliament has approved a new energy strategy that extends to 2031. The strategy is a crucial step in defining Kosovo's energy plans and vision for the future. And it outlines also the importance of renewable energy. What is a vision for Kosovo? And it is a change that is possible, especially if we focus on solar and wind energy, where we will also come later. But the strategy has also some difficulties and some issues regarding the current energy that we have and how realistic it is to go out of the current energy, and especially having in mind that By 2026, the carbon border adjustment mechanism in the power sector will be also in place. So Kosovo has a long way to go. Progress in aligning with EU on industrial pollution in this context, I wanted to highlight, and risk management has also been limited. Although the Assembly adopted the law on integrated prevention and control of pollution in March 23, the implementation of legislation on pollution prevention, control and accountability remains slow. And this is something, if we are looking at the energy sector, is very important to keep in mind. I just wanted to highlight one thing, because Romeo Franz is not only the chair of the delegation of the European Parliament for Kosovo and Bosnia and Herzegovina, but he's also the first Sinto in the European Parliament. And we mentioned before the conditionality that we are having. And I just wanted to highlight the incident, the poisoning incident in North Kosovo, where the role of the United Nations was more than bad. But nevertheless, it is important to mention it because especially minorities were facing this. This is now not in the energy sector, but I just wanted to highlight the conditionality, especially regarding also minorities in pollution. And Kosovo has made limited progress in aligning water legislation in the EU sectors. This is also an important point, also important for the energy sector we are talking about. And now I wanted to highlight something. The first step towards achieving goals towards a sustainable energy future is a functioning public administration. And there it is very important that the funds that will come in, that we have the structure here in place. So this is not a small thing, but this is crucial, and I just wanted to highlight it. Kosovo has some level of preparation, but not made a real progress regarding public administration reform and the implementation legislative framework. Public administration reform across line ministries is still ineffective. And I'm looking at the time. Nevertheless, the future is hopeful. We talked about the action plan. We will hear more from the European Investment Bank as well, with the renewable project that is funded by the European Investment Bank with a couple of millions, and also with the KfW bank. And this can be a milestone, a lighthouse project for the entering a vision of renewable energy in Kosovo. The way is not easy, but we are hopeful, and yeah.
Wonderful, thank you. Switch my microphone on. Thank you very much for that, and thank you for being frank. I think it's the best strategy, particularly at the start of a panel. It gives everybody an opportunity to respond, and to respond in the context of what you've said. So let's move along.